Sleep. We all know that's the most important time of the day. But with hundreds of sleeping products, including this $1 million bed, what if I told you that the best sleep came from within yourself? I tested 5 sleeping methods to determine which method gives me the best night of rest. I will be ranking these sleeping techniques to determine which one is ultimately the most effective way to sleep. But before we get into the results, let's rewind back and see how all of this unfolded. This all started when one day I noticed scratch marks on the floor of my bedroom. At first I thought there was a family of cats living under my bed, but upon closer inspection, I saw that my bed had a 5th leg for extra support. After putting 2 and 2 together, I actually realized that the scratch marks came from me moving around while sleeping so much that the entire bed actually moved. And hence explains the marks on the floor that looks pretty expensive to repair. So clearly, I wasn't getting the quality sleep that I needed. I tried to look for reasons online on why this could possibly be happening to me, and I found out that my sleep routine just wasn't good. And it made sense. Every day I was getting less than 7 hours of sleep and I felt fatigued all throughout the day, and I just didn't feel at 100%. So here we are. I searched the internet for days for any hidden OP sleeping hacks that have changed their lives. After days of research, I'll be putting them to the test with this Apple Watch. This Apple Watch would track my breathing and my movement to track 5 metrics. Time slept. This one is pretty self-explanatory. It's literally how much I slept during the night. Time spent awake. This is the amount of time that I spent awake during the night. This is when you wake up in the middle of the night, even subconsciously. This is bad, and the normal range is 1 to 5%. Core. This is light sleep. Think about taking a nap or resting on the couch to physically recover. This is the stage between awakeness and REM sleep. Normal range, 40 to 60%. Rapid eye movement, aka REM. This is where dreams happen. REM basically determines your mental capacity for the next day. Apparently your brain and eyes are active and moving. Normal range, 20 to 25%. And finally, deep sleep. This is the deepest state of the sleep cycle. This does everything for you. Basically, the more deep sleep, the better. Normal range, 10 to 25%. Tonight is night 1, and night 1 I'll be testing the worst sleep method. You may be asking yourself, what is the worst sleep method? Well, it's kind of in the name. It's where I try and break every golden rule of a perfect sleep routine. As I try and create a baseline stat for where my sleep is at the moment, following this strat will let me know what the worst sleep routine actually looks like and how it affects my sleep. Here is my plan to get the worst sleep possible. Number 1, eat really late at night. Number 2, doom scroll on my phone late at night. Numero 3, drink a lot of water right before bed so my bladder gets full during the night. And number 4, fall asleep on my bed while on my phone. I'm not ashamed to admit it, and I know you guys have too, but this has happened to me numerous times. Step 1, be a big back and eat lots of food. It's near my sleeping time, and it's way too late to be eating, but I have food. I have watermelon, grapes, muffin, raspberries, and Milano. The last thing I want to do right now is eat everything here, but I guess I have no choice but to. This is gonna be hard. Oh man, I feel so bad. That was so much food, but cleared it. Oh my gosh. But that's step 1 of the operation done. Let's move on to step 2. Step 3. Chug water right before sleeping. Let's get Sandy.
Oh, let's get Sandy!
That was a horrible idea. And finally, for the 4th step, which is the last and probably the most important, turn off the lights and fall asleep watching YouTube videos. the next time I'll talk to you guys is when I'll be awake, hopefully. So it's the next morning and I think I fell asleep to pizza making ASMR. I am still ridiculously tired. But for my stats for night 1 of doing the worst sleep method, I got 6 hours and 45 minutes approximately of sleep, which is not good at all. My aim is to get at least 7 hours and 30 minutes. So that's red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 is that I only got 11 minutes of deep sleep. That's horrible. Like, that's actually insanely bad. That's less than 3% of my sleep. That's deep sleep. When I think the estimated percentage should be around 15-20% of deep sleep. And I only got 1 hour of REM, which is also horrible. So yeah, overall, not good sleep at all, and I definitely feel it. My eyes are feeling fatigued. Overall, the worst sleep method, definitely not recommended. Please don't eat late at night. Don't fall asleep watching YouTube videos. Don't do any of that. Would not recommend. The worst sleep method, D tier. So you might be wondering why I'm outside right now. Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, read that it's good to get natural sunlight in your eyes. Yeah, I'm about to burn my eyeballs out. But number 2, we're moving on to method number 2, which is the Goggins strat. So the premise of the Goggins strat is to basically just be active and just tire myself out. So I have a 3-step method to do this. Number 1, run. Number 2, run even more. And finally, number 3, and this is the most important one, run even more. I'm so excited for this. Let Plan David Goggins commence. I ran and ran and ran for what felt like ages. I just imagined David Goggins running right behind me the entire time. Hi, it's still day 2. Well, night 2 technically, and I'm feeling so tired. And in case you couldn't tell, I shaved. Well, that's all the updates I have for day 2. Fingers crossed I get a good night's sleep tomorrow. Bye. It is the next morning and I could not fall asleep yesterday. I think I was just tossing and turning the entire night. But weirdly, when I woke up, I was feeling refreshed. Yeah, I didn't feel fatigued as yesterday when I had the worst sleep routine possible. I didn't check the data yet, so you guys are checking it with me right now. So let's see what the sleep data is. Oh wow. Okay, so I did get approximately an hour more of sleep, which I suspected. I was just so tired yesterday, and I did feel refreshed today, so that makes sense. Awake time was 13 minutes, which is unusual, and it looks like I woke up throughout the night, which is weird. REM, I got an hour 17, which is better than yesterday, so about 17 minutes more. Core, 5 hour 42 minutes, and then deep sleep, I got 36 minutes. Can I get some claps for that? Yeah, honestly, I do feel a difference in how I feel. I do feel a little more refreshed. I think this is a sign that small sleeping habits that you do make a difference on the quality of your sleep. And obviously the biggest differences were that I did get an hour more of sleep and I got 20 more minutes of deep sleep, which is good. So that's the main difference I saw, and it does make a difference. So I felt refreshed and ready to take on the world. I was absolutely locked in. And when I say locked in, I really mean it. I was absolutely dialed in for the day. The Goggins Strat, B tier. New angle, who this? So the third sleep strategy that I will be using today is called the military sleep strategy. And apparently it's supposed to make you sleep within 2 minutes. But the military sleep strategy is, what was it again? Okay, it's voiceover John taking over here because my dumb ass couldn't explain it. To demonstrate this, I will have my world-class VFX team demonstrate what this looks like. But basically, the military sleep strategy involves 2 parts to it. Progressive muscle relaxation from head to toe. And then once you do that, you have to clear your mind by visualizing some peaceful scene or repeating a calming phrase. So for example, you can picture yourself in a canoe or a calm lake, and you silently repeat, "Don't think," for 10 seconds straight. I'm on a lake, I'm on a lake, I'm in a canoe, I'm in a canoe on a lake. Don't think, don't think, don't think, don't. It's been more than 2 minutes. I feel like I'm definitely doing this wrong. The military sleep method, C tier. Okay, now for the fourth method of sleeping, which is the sleep maxing technique. So this technique is focused on doing whatever is best to get the best quality sleep, scientifically. So number 1, no phones for the rest of the night. I guess I won't need this anymore. Step 2, make the room as cool as possible. Done. And then finally, step number 3, make the room as dark as possible before going to sleep. Just in case you're wondering, I have this glow in the dark thing that's pretty cool. Nice. Amazing. Woohoo! Good night. The sleep maxing technique was successful. I slept for 8 hours, and I even got a little notification celebrating the fact that I slept 8 hours, which was nice. My REM was 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then my deep was 56 minutes. So those numbers are incredibly a lot better, that's not even a phrase, than what the baseline was for when I tried to have the worst sleep possible. My REM was 50% more, and my deep sleep was 500% more. So all in all, I feel great, and it was high-key a vibe just sleeping with the lights off and with that little light. I think it helped me sleep a lot faster. I didn't struggle to sleep as much, maybe because I was just tired, but overall, great night of sleep. The sleep maxing method, S tier. Hello. It's currently 12:40 right now, so that's why I'm whispering. But basically, the fifth and final method is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. And it's where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 8 seconds. Here's a quick little demonstration. Okay, that was a horrible visualization of what it should look like, but you get the idea. It's supposed to apparently help with your breathing. It's supposed to be like a meditation, helps you clear stress and anxiety. So I'm going to do that for 4 to 8 times a day and see how I sleep. Hi, it's the next day, and here are my stats. So using the 4-7-8 breathing technique, I got 1 hour and 50 minutes of REM, 52 minutes of deep sleep, and 4 hours and 48 minutes of core sleep, and I slept for 7.5 hours overall. Overall, the 4-7-8 breathing technique was really, really good. I think it's short, simple, effective. I like it a lot more than the military sleep technique because it's more tangible. You're able to discern more about the technique that you're using. So it's literally just inhaling, holding it, and then exhaling it for a set amount of seconds. Whereas the military technique, you're sort of doing things that you don't know if it's correct and might require more practice. So that's what I love about the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Oh my god. So I did 5 nights of sleeping, tested 5 different methods, and here are my overall thoughts on the sleep that you get. Obviously, sleep is probably the most important thing that you ever do in your lifetime. It enables you to do more stuff when you're not asleep better. Big brain. No, in all seriousness, sleeping is so important. And I always thought that like, oh, if I scroll late at night, if I eat late at night, it doesn't really matter. My sleep won't be affected because it's just sleep. I'm still getting like 6-7 hours. But it actually does matter. Like the data shows that having actual good sleeping habits right before you sleep does lead to better overall sleep. Oh my god, was that English? Okay. Overall from this, just some simple things you could do that doesn't require that much brain power. Number 1, shut off the lights. Keep your room dark. Make sure that there's no light coming in when it's nighttime, just so your eyes can relax a little. I think that helped me a lot, and it's just a simple, quick fix solution if you're not getting the best sleep. Number 2, I know this one's hard, but try not to doom scroll or be on your phone right before bed. I know this is hard. Believe me, it was hard for me to not scroll on my phone right before I go to sleep. But this actually does increasingly like better my sleep exponentially. It's actually insane. And then the third one is to just do some breathing techniques right before you go to sleep. If you have difficulty breathing, just do the 4-7-8 technique, or just breathe throughout your nose and focus on the breath coming out your mouth. I think that helped me sleep a lot better, and it might be a little uncomfortable at first, but I think it does help a lot. And lastly, just prioritize sleep, please. It's probably the most important thing you could do in your life. Thanks for watching.